was just saying that, like, there are some lessons from the 2008 crisis that we can take forward, okay? And unfortunately, I am one of the few who spent last 10 years trying to understand what worked and what didn't work. And one thing, I came to the crisis in 2008 thinking that we could actually implement these fancy policies, because as economists, you think these policies can work, where we could incentivize banks to help households and help firms and so on. And at that time in 2008, it was households. And one thing I came out with was it's not possible to do these things if we want to do it quickly in a reasonable fashion, because these organizations have their own conflicts. They have their own incentives. They have their own investors. They have a fiduciary responsibility somewhere else. They have a business model which is geared towards catering to that fiduciary responsibility. They are not necessarily going to suddenly stop and cater towards implementing the stimulus, quote unquote, or whatever help you want to pass through. And so we got to figure out ways to do it directly. And I understand that if we do it directly, there might be some erring on the side of there is some wastage. But given the quickness that we want, probably we have to bear with that wastage rather than trying to fine tune it and go through the banking system and so on, because I worry that this will take a long time for stimulus, whatever we are trying to pass to the real economy, if we go through the banking sector.
So can I just ask, what do you mean by not going through the banking sector? Suppose you are a small business. How are you going to get them cash not through the banking sector?
Well, there are many. See, the one problem that has happened is because we have been in this world where we think central banks are divine interventions from.
No, shifting.
No, I'm not.
How do you get money to them without with the current banking system?
I will get to it. So what I'm saying is, because we have thought in the last decade, and not just US, everywhere, that central banks and banks are central to everything. That's why every problem, the first reaction we have is, oh, central banks, Feds have to do something. And banks have to do something. I completely disagree.